sorry I'm late. I'm trying to get my music to work and it is just not working. So, technical difficulties. So I'm just literally playing my music through my computer. And I always use this cord to plug in and just do it through, but it's just today, it's like, nope, not doing it. So we'll just play it through the computer. I'm gonna try one more time. Let's see.
Battery 100%. USB audio.
Nope. Okay. I thought I'd give it one more little try, but it's just not wanting to, so we'll just go with it. You may want to turn on like your own music if you don't like this, and I can turn mine down. It's just, I don't know why, it's just being a turd to me today. All right, we'll just go with it. Okie doke, girls. We've got a fun practice today though, so whether the music works or not, it's gonna be awesome. I'm just gonna turn my music down so you guys can do whatever you want with your music. So much fun today. So excited. So we'll give it a couple minutes to get going. So yeah, we're gonna kind of expand upon the whole like lizard theme. You guys know that if I had to pick a spirit animal, the lizard would be it. And I don't really like lizards, but it just fits my personality because I am energized by the sun. I think of myself as a survivor and resilient and a warrior. I try to be flexible and adaptive and recover well. So all of those things just led me to the lizard. So we're gonna have a fun lizard yoga practice today. And we've got some really cool weightlifting stuff too. So grab your light and medium weights. Oh, I forgot my yoga ball. We will compromise. I will, or improvise. I'll run and get it when we get to that part, or I'll do it without and show you guys. By raise of hand, maybe tell me, do you have a yoga ball? Let me see if y'all have a yoga ball anyways, because if nobody else has one, then I don't need to grab it. But if somebody has one, I want to show you how to use it, so I can just have Elin go grab it for me. Let me know if you have a yoga ball. Hey Elin, can you get me a yoga ball? Either take the one off my chair in my room, or just bring it anything. I'm live, but can you bring it? Oh, good. Okay, so Elin's gonna bring mine. So we'll get started though. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take my shoes off. Remember, if you're not wearing shoes, just when you're lifting your weights, be super careful not to drop them on your toes. All right, so just to kind of get us warmed up, we are gonna go through a couple of sun salutations, but before we do that, let's take this opportunity to just come into mountain pose right at the top of our mat. Let's take a couple of breaths in our mountain pose, shoulders up, back, and down the spine. Go ahead, close your eyes down, take a big deep breath, fill up all the way with air, and then exhale out of the nostrils, let everything out. Thank you, sweetie. All right, she brought me mine. So this is what we'll need. Let's keep breathing though right here in our mountain pose. Go ahead and set an intention for your practice today. Whatever just kind of resonates with you. Maybe rehearse one of your affirmations, an I am statement that just settles in really nicely with what you're going through. Good job, guys. So now that we have begun to breathe deep, kind of calm our nervous system, it's kind of always fun getting out here and starting the technology after a morning of homework and regular work. So just take this opportunity to really focus on this time on your mat. This is your hour to work on you. So just try to relax into that. Let's see if we can move deeper in our practice, even if we're lifting weights. We're gonna focus on our breath today and just pouring in to ourselves. When we do this, it makes us a better mom, a better wife, a better sister, a better daughter. So taking this opportunity is vital, you guys. All right, so from here, we're gonna start with a sun salutation. Then we're gonna incorporate some really fun stuff into this sun salutation too. But let's flow through a couple of rounds first. So palms are out wide. Your palms are facing inside your legs. You can have them out whichever way you want, but I always face mine in. Little space between the heels and the hips are tucked under. Let's take a deep breath and reach super tall. Long breath in. And then exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Nice long back, shoulders away from the ears. Go ahead, slowly release into your forward fold. And we're gonna plant our hands into the mat, step it back into plank pose or kneeling plank. Go ahead, press your calves into the back of the mat. Breathe here. In our plank pose, we're creating some heat, some internal heat that'll keep us safe during our practice if our muscles are warm. So holding this posture for about a minute really gets us heated, sends blood to the muscles. They're ready to work, they're ready to stretch. Good job, core is in tight. Pressing into those calves, maybe bend one knee, press back a little, and the other side. Excellent work. Go ahead, stay up, or you can drop your knees and do a half push-up, chaturanga. From here, go ahead, push into your cobra or upward facing dog. Stretch your back, stretch your core, your ab muscles. Go ahead, flip your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Good. From here, we're just gonna allow our body to rest into this posture. So just pushing your hips tall, heels down close to the mat. Your sternum is like trying to get closer to the mat. So push your chest towards the mat. Scoop your elbows in and up. Fingers out wide. Bend one knee and the other. Look between the hands. Go ahead, step to the front of your mat and take a half lift, inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, so arms out and up. Come through your heart and find rest in your mountain pose. We're gonna do it one more time and we'll hold our forward fold at the very end. Get the most we can out of that. Then we're gonna add some weights into this. Inhale, reach it up, far reaching mountain. Stretch tall. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale it back into your plank pose and lower your body halfway down. Come into your upward facing dog, thighs off the mat, knees off the mat, shoulders down. Exhale, hips are high, downward facing. Hold here, 3 cycles of breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale it all out. Inhale deeply. Exhale. This time, look between your hands. Inhale. Step or hop to the front. Half lift. Now you can let the breath out and forward fold. Hang out here. Let's go ahead and just grab opposite elbows and begin to gently sway side to side. Beautiful. Take your fingers down to the toes. Trace the fronts of your body. Come up a few inches. Stop there. Check in. Maybe wiggle from side to side. See if you can get into the low back, right along the spine by moving side to side. Feels really good. Go ahead, curl your back, reach for the mat, and then go ahead, release that out and roll it all the way up. Good job. All right, so we are gonna have some fun. I challenge you to just grab your light weights for the first round, see how it feels, and then you can always add more the next round. So we're gonna do a sun salutation, and we're gonna have some spots where we stop and we use weights in that posture. Then we'll move on to the next one, use some weights. Not every posture in sun salutation can we use weights in, but we're gonna do as much as we can. So you can have your heavier set really close by in case you decide that you want to incorporate something heavier. But here at the beginning, so our first move of a sun salutation is to lift our arms up. So find perfect alignment. This time I do want you to create a little bit of a wider base, shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, let's turn our palms to the front. Take a big breath in, lift those arms, and exhale it down. Inhale it up, and exhale it down. Really working on our breath today, guys. Inhale, exhale it out. This time you can connect at the base, and then inhale up, touch the weights, press them into each other, exhale it down, press them into each other. If it's not heavy enough, then I want you to grab something heavier. We're gonna do at least 10 to 12 reps in every posture. Good. Inhaling and exhaling, moving super slow, controlling our muscles. We are in control here. Don't let them fly out. Don't swing and use momentum. I definitely lost count, but it's starting to burn, so I'm gonna do 2 more. Here we go. Stop if you need to. Push it in. Let it down. Oh yes, those shoulders are starting to burn. Excellent work, guys. All right, so from here, once we fan up, we fold forward. So let's go ahead and hang out in a forward fold. Just shave your legs down all the way to the bottom of your mat. We're gonna hang out here, and you can challenge yourself with heavier sets of weights, because we're gonna do a deadlift. So in our forward fold, take the stance out just outside of the hips. We're gonna lift those weights off of the ground. So go ahead, squeeze the glutes, stand up tall, press your hips forward. Now shave your legs all the way down, just to about the shins, right at the top, flat back, slight bend in the knees. Then we're gonna stand up, push our hips forward. Let's do a few of those with breath. Inhale it down, exhale it up. Inhale it down, exhale it up. It feels really good to stretch and kind of strengthen here at the same time. If you're not feeling it because you don't have enough weight, you can grab a heavier weight, or you can speed this up just a little bit. Maybe 1 breath for your up and down, and then 1 breath for your up and down again. I want you to find what's working for you. Squeeze the glutes when you come up. Push your hips forward a little bit. Good job. Just a few more. How about 3? There's 2. And last one. Beautiful job. So once we fan up and forward fold, we half lift. We were half lifting there. Now we're going to take it down to plank pose. So you can put your weights down, grab the lighter ones. We're going to row in our plank. So step it back. We're holding plank here. Remember your options. If you need to, put 1 or both knees down. So from here, let's row. You have to kind of shift the weight over just a little bit to lift off the ground. Squeeze the back. Good job. Keep going. Elbow way back there. Try to stay centered as much as you can. Just a few more. How about 3, 2, and 1. Now move those weights out, come to your hands. We've got tricep push-ups. So you can drop the knees or stay up. We're gonna work the back of the arm now. So inhale it down, exhale it out. Inhale it down, exhale it out. Inhale it down, and exhale. Come on, we got a few more. Do what you can, listen to your body. If you need a break, come on back to child's pose. Stretch the shoulders out, and then restart again. Squeezing the triceps in close to the body. Come on, 4 more. 4, 3, it's getting hard, I know. 2, and last one. Excellent work. From here, we're gonna come into our downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 cycles of breath. This time, on your exhale, open your mouth and breathe out. So big breath in, open and breathe out. Big breath in, open your mouth, breathe out. Inhale, look between the hands, step or hop to the front. Go ahead and half lift. Exhale into your forward fold. Enjoy the stretch. You worked hard. And let's reverse swan dive up. Come through your heart center and find rest. Hello, shoulders, right? So that was definitely some work. We're gonna move on from here into the next pose. Feel free to grab a drink if you need one. So today I wore my reptile skin leggings since we were gonna be talking about lizards. Gotta love it. All right. So this one is gonna be Warrior 3 lifts, and then we're gonna release into standing splits and rest in our stretch. So the Warrior 3 lifts, we did them, I think, the last time we did this class. The hands are gonna be in front of you with your weights. You're gonna lift into Warrior 3, and then you can squeeze it and lower it down. This time I do want our hands to be turned in and squeeze in the back. Instead of doing it like to the chest, I want you to squeeze it to the back, okay? And then you can reset. You can put your foot actually down after the row, or you can hover right above, don't touch down, and go straight back in, okay? Let's do 10 on each side and see how we do, okay? I would start with your lighter weight. You know what, I think I'm gonna, yeah, because there's a row in there, I'm gonna stick with the lighter weight. My arms are not as strong as my legs. If we weren't doing the arm portion, I could probably do the legs with heavier. So here we go, shoulders up, back and down. Find your breath. Check in, notice where you are, and let's go ahead and start to hinge forward. Now you're gonna have to find a focal point in front of your mat. So look down and start to hinge forward. When you get there, squeeze your elbows back behind you. Let it down and reset. Good job. We're doing 10 of these total, so you don't have to wait on me. You can go forward. I'm doing them with you. My leg, the base leg is starting to fire up. It's talking to me. We're almost halfway. If you don't have to put your foot down, hover just above the mat. Here's number 6. Good. Keep on flowing here. Breathing. I think that's 7. We got this. Maybe. It's a little wobbly. 8. Let's do it again. 9 and 10 are on their way. Keep your form. If you have to drop the weight or reset, I would rather you keep your good form. Good job. Shake that out. That leg's definitely starting to burn. I feel it even in my calf muscle. All right, I know that we have at least one on here. Super excited that we have somebody here. It makes me feel like I'm not alone. I know you're out there doing this with me, struggling through it. Lift up, back, and down. But it is exciting. Even though it's a struggle, it's like a struggle that I want, right? We want this for our body. We want to strengthen ourselves. Here we go, other side. Big breath in and out. Find your drishti. Let's come on into our warrior three on the other leg. So palms out in front of you. Go ahead, turn them inside. Let's squeeze in and lift. Lower down, reset. Lift that leg to about hip height. Squeeze your elbows back and reset. Slight bend in the base leg. We want to make sure the toes are spread out wide so we can get as much balance as we can. Here's number 4. Squeeze. Shoulders in tight, elbows in tight. Head is in alignment with the spine. We're trying not to look up or down. Squeeze. 7. Again. Oh, that one's not happening. It's okay. Check in if you need to. Reset and then knock it out. 2 more left. Spread those toes out. Last one, best one. Get it back there. Lift that back leg. Squeeze those shoulders. Excellent work, guys. Shake it all out. All right, take a drink if you need one. We've got a squat challenge next. So make sure you shake out those legs. We are gonna stretch them out before we get started in standing splits. So from here, let's just lift our arms up, big stretch. Ooh, it feels good. Exhale it down. And let's just start to walk our hands down, plant them into the mat. So flat palms. If that means you need to walk out further to get them flat, then do so. But I want you, even though you walk them out, see how close you can get them to your feet without them compromising and coming off the ground. So flat hands, float one leg to hip height. Take it a little further if you can. Flexed foot in the back. Now drop it down. Get your body close to your base leg. If you want to test your stability, you can try holding your ankle with one or both hands. I've been struggling with balance lately, so it just might not be available. Just do what you can. Even if you're on like one little tiny finger. Hold there, stretch, stretch. Excellent work. Come into a forward fold. We're gonna work on that other side. So plant your hands into the mat. Lift the other foot hip height. Flat palms, flex toes. Go ahead, get your body close to the base leg. Good, flex and lift. Now see if it's available to grab your ankle with one hand and slightly start to pull yourself down. Lift your top leg. Try not to open like a hip opener. I want you to keep both of your hips, try to square them off. A little bit more. Good job. Let's go ahead and come into our forward fold and slowly roll it up. Beautiful, beautiful job. So now that we've stretched that out, we're gonna come into a squat challenge. There's 5 pieces to this. Each layer is 10 pulses in a different yoga pose. So you're gonna grab one of your heavy weights or both. One or both. because you're literally just gonna be holding that weight the whole time. I'm gonna go get a heavier weight really fast. Okay. So remember, your legs are strong, so you can usually go heavy. And then if it gets too heavy, you can always drop weight. So we're gonna be in a wide stance first, then sumo. Then we're gonna lunge on each side. We're gonna take it into a narrow squat, and we will end with a yogi squat to stretch it all out, okay? So 10 in each. So come out wide. We're not in sumo yet. So your feet are still facing the front. I've got to go this way or I'm going to slide on that rug. So spread your feet out really wide. Not really wide, but wide. And then we're going to come on down for a pulse. So you can hold your weight here or down. So from here, we're just going to pulse it down. For 10, you got to stay low. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn it out into sumo. Settle in a little bit more. Pulses for 10. 9, 8. Focus on the inner thighs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's lunge. Pulses, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and let's turn it to the back. 10 here. Good job. Come on to the front. Go ahead, take it into narrow, and we'll pulse it down. 10, 9, 8, it's burning. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down into a yogi squat. Woo. Excellent work, guys. Whew. Breathe here. Be thankful for your body, its abilities, and what it is able to do. I want you to let go of those negative words. If you didn't finish or you didn't get as low as you think you should have, let it all go. You did it. You're here. You showed up. Good job. Plant your hands down. Lift your hips high and shake it out. One thing I love to do in a wide forward fold is circle my hips back and around. So make a little half circle around the corner, back, other corner, and forward. Just circle your hips. Let that all out. Good job. Take your hands to your hips. Push yourself up. Good, good job. So we've got side lunges. And I'll probably turn sideways on my mat again too. So your opposite arm is gonna hold the weight and you're gonna lunge out to the side. So go down as far as you can. My husband, when he does these, he goes down to the floor. I'm like, how do you do that? So if you can, go down to the floor and get back up pretty easily. I want you to do it. All right, grab one weight. You can start safe. You can readjust and grab heavier if you want it. So you guys can be facing forward, but just because of my mat, when I step out on the rug, it gets a little slippery. So take your shoulders up, back, and down. This thigh is where you're resting, okay? Come on over towards that ankle with the weight and squeeze up. 10 on this side. Come on, get as low as you can. Come on. Back is tall. Try not to lean too much forward. I know you have to a little. See if you can do a few more. Since I'm not burning, I'm gonna go a few more. I wish I could get all the way down there. Oh man, one of these days though. Good job. I'm gonna grab the heavier weight for the other side. Take a couple of breaths. Give your body a chance to, like a lizard, regenerate. Give yourself some life back, some breath. Gaze up at the sun for your energy. And we're gonna hit that other side, okay? So legs are out pretty wide. Suck the belly button in. We're gonna take this weight all the way across into the ankle. Here we go. You can even add a row with this if you wanted to. So come over, you could row up if you want a little extra credit. Really focus on your inner thigh, guys. There's 3, 4, are you breathing? Since we're adding that weight in, hopefully your twist, when you come down, that little bit of a twist, hopefully that's helping you to get a little bit of a deeper stretch on your inner thigh. Let's do about 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect job, guys. Way to go. We're gonna come down to all 4s. That's where we're gonna be for a little bit, and then we're gonna get to our ball. The last portion of class is gonna all be spent leading up to lizard pose in like a yoga flow. Not a flow, but yoga poses. All right. We've done these together, all 4s. We're gonna stamp the ceiling. Then we're gonna do some fire hydrants. And then we're gonna do the little rainbows. The kicker is we are gonna use a light weight and put it in the crease of our knee. So we're gonna add a little bit of weight. So come on down, take it to all 4s. Get there nice and safely. Clear off your space, grab 1 weight, a light weight most likely. If it's too big and bulky, I don't believe that we could hold it there with our knee. So come on down. Let's take a few cycles of cat and cow breath here, just to slow us down a bit, get us ready. Just enjoying all the pieces, all the different layers of our workouts each week. Embracing the new, having some fun with your postures, your music. Good. Last one. Excellent work, guys. Reach down, grab the weight. Now straighten your leg, bend and squeeze it in there, okay? We're gonna stamp the ceiling with this leg. So lift it. I wish I had. I know I'm not supposed to look up, but I have to check out my alignment, make sure it's good. You're trying to stay right in the middle. If the weight falls out, that's okay. Grab it, put it back. You'll eventually start to master this. Oh yeah, the glutes starting to light up. 3, 2, little higher. 1. Yeah, it wanted to come out. So go ahead, open the knee up, crunch it back in there. So this one's gonna be a little harder because you gotta keep it up while you're lifting your leg to the side. Slow and controlled. At the top, count 1, 1,000. Drop it down. Up to 1,000. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get at least 10 up to 20, whatever you feel like you can do. Lift and squeeze, lower down. Lift and squeeze, lower. Try not to lean over. There's 7, 8. Oh, everything's shaking. 9, 10. Do a few more if you can. 11. Oh, 12. One more for me. Good job. Let that weight down, and we're coming straight into the rainbows. So pointed toe to the back of the mat. Lift it up as high as you can. Set it down in the corner. Lift as high, lower down other corner. There's 9. 7. Slow and controlled. 6. Our booties are gonna be nice and firm for swimsuit season. 5, 4, oh my goodness, it's on fire. 3, 2, we're gonna rest in child's pose with that hip out that's on fire. Oh my gosh, it was my base hip. Whew. Breathe deep. Enjoy the stretch. Walk it over. Challenge your stretch. Get all the way into the side body. Hip way out there. Good. Take it back center, and let's hit that other side. I always lose track. When I'm doing strength, I get lost in the work. I truly do enjoy strength training. I truly do. My body misses it. We need it as women for our bones, our joints. We honestly need it all. A combination of it all. We need the cardio. We need the strength. We need the flexibility. We need the spiritual. We need it all. So welcome it all. Do y'all remember my little old saying? It was like, do a lot of what you love, a moderate amount of what's good, and at least a little bit of what you hate. So if it challenges you, most likely it's what works you the most. All right, all fours, we're gonna hit that other side. Grab your weight. We're gonna do stamps on the ceiling. Squeeze it into your knee. Hold it there if you can. Go ahead, set up, flex your foot, and let's lift. Up and down. If you're good, do a couple more. If you're ready for a rest, take it. Here's my last one. Good job. Secure it into your leg. We're going to do fire hydrants, at least 10. Squeeze it in there. Let's lift to the side. Woo! That is so hard. The base leg booty is what is on fire. Right here. There's halfway. 5, 4, hold it up there. 3, or you're cheating. Come on, breathe. 2, and last one. Good job. Take it out, set it out. Straighten and point. Lift it as high as you can. Cross it over, set it down, and let's go for 1. one. Lean it back, stretch that booty out. Get the side body in your child's pose as well. Walk those hands over. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink low. Deep breath in. Exhale it down. Last breath. Good job. Alrighty, so we're gonna get our ball. I can't believe how fast this went. And my battery is low. It was because I was on my phone all morning doing those orders. I had lots of orders to put in. So we might have to end here. I had a little bit more, but it went faster than I thought it was gonna go. That's okay though. We did start a few minutes late, so we may go just a little bit over if that's okay with you guys. If you need to run, I'll know why you got off. We're gonna take this. I'm gonna show you guys some really fun things to do with your ball. And you can do these on a bench, a chair, or just on the ground if you don't have a ball. But it is really nice to have one. So you can walk out, you can challenge your legs. So put this on the small of your back. If you don't like your head not being supported, you can walk it all the way down. I can't lean back that far. It doesn't feel good to me. So I usually put it in the small of my back, and you can do crunches. So let's just do a few here. There's lots of variations you can do here too. So curl your hips in. When you come up with your chest, curl in, let it down. So flex, extend. Your back is flexing, it's extending. Breathe here, incorporate breath with the move. Can you synchronize your breath? Find a pattern. Good job. From here, the other thing that you can do, before we flip over on our back, I want to show you that you can do chest here too. So grab your weights. I do like my head to be supported a little more in this one. So now you can use your legs a lot because you're basically resting your neck and you're going to press up. Turn in, come down. So if you're on the ground, your elbows can't go past the ground. So this allows you to really get a lot more mobility in here. So you can press and lift. Just for time purposes, we're just gonna do about 10 of these, and then we're gonna go straight into chest flies. Beautiful. So from here, let's open, bent elbows, press the weights into each other. Open, bent elbows. Now squeeze them back together. Open, squeeze it back together. Now have your hips falling down. If they're starting to get lazy, push them back up to the sky. Squeeze your glutes. You're working two different areas here. Squeeze them into each other. Squeeze. Let's do 3, 2, and last one. Good job. Let's put those down. I'm going to show you guys how to work your back. And the cool thing about working your back is your feet can be on the ground, or for a challenge, you can put them up on the wall, like hip height. So you want to have your weights in front of your ball. And you're going to come on down to your belly. So like, see how my feet are out? They could actually be up on a wall. That requires a little more balance. So the arms are out wide. I want to make sure y'all can see me. And you're going to do a back or a side lift with the arms. So this is one way that you can target the back of your arms. Lightweight here. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Good job. The other thing you can do here is a back crunch. So this one's really good if you can put your feet on the wall and you just lift. So this is working your back, your core, everything's working. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Stretch it out. Excellent work. While you've got the ball, if you have one, or a chair, you can put your elbows on it and rest. It just feels good to let go, stretch your triceps, stretch your shoulders, move around. I have one more I'm going to show you on the ball. I know we didn't get to complete all of our reps, but I do want to get to our lizard stuff for yoga. So what you're going to do is dig your heels into this ball. Lay back, dig your heels in. All right, so we're gonna lift our hips off of the ground. So put your arms down beside you, dig your heels in, flex your feet, lift up. We're gonna squeeze it in and lower it out. So squeeze in, push out. Squeeze in, push out. Squeeze in, push. Let's go for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, best one. Slowly put your hips down. Good job. Alrighty. So that was just some fun stuff that I wanted to show y'all that I enjoy doing in my little home workouts. That ball crunch with the legs, it really targets what we kind of miss. I mean, I know lunges get that area, but not to the level that that ball will. And the bigger your ball is, the harder it is. So unless you have a leg machine or you have access to a gym, it's really hard to target the back of our legs. So we kind of got to get creative. So that's a really good one. And it's working the core while you're doing it. So, all right, let's take it down. We're going to come to all fours. We're going to work spinal stability. We're going to open the hips. And that's going to prepare us for lizard pose. All right, so just take it all the way down into all fours. Make a tabletop. All right. So from here, spinal stability. I want you to go ahead and reach opposite arm, opposite leg. Take a breath in. Your gaze is down to protect your neck. Exhale it down. Inhale, reach it out. We're just warming up the hips, getting ready for lizard pose. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale it down. Again, we're going to do it one more time on each side. Really stretch all the way through fingertips to toes. Last one. Inhale, exhale it down. Perfect job. So we're going to come into tiger pose. Cross the ankle over. Reach back, grab for the top of the foot. Lift it towards your bottom. If you're good here, stay here. If you want more, lift it up. Lift it and squeeze it in. Lift, lift, lift. Squeeze it in tighter. Breathe. Excellent. Set that down. We're going to hit the other side. You can move through spinal stability if this is not for you. Just do what we were just doing with the opposite arm, opposite leg. Lift, lift, lift. Pull it in. Warming up the core. Stretching out the legs and hips. Good. Slowly put that down. And we're going to come 1 foot forward. If you don't have cushion underneath your knee and it hurts, fold your mat over. Okay, it gives you a little bit of extra cushion for your knee. And what we're gonna do here is reach back for that back foot, just to give ourselves a really deep stretch in our quad. So just lift your foot in the back. I'll try to turn to the side so y'all can see a little better. So in the back, just start to reach down for that foot and lift up. If that's unavailable to you, then I want you just working on lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. Eventually you'll get enough mobility to kick it up there and grab it. So from here, really work to stretch. Heel towards the glute. Breathe, look forward. Option to add the arm and look up if you'd like. Maybe even take a back bend. Woo. Deep, intense stretch, but it feels amazing. All right, let's try the other side. Feel free to stuff a towel or a blanket under your knee, or you can just fold it up if that's a problem for you. The other one is out in front of you. Our knee is tracking right over our ankle. So take a big deep breath. Put your shoulders back in their place, and then you can flow with breath. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And then when you can, reach back, grab the top of that foot, maybe deepen through this with a little back bend, or just reach up. You can even reach out and push your hips forward. Oh, this side's a little tighter. Yeah, it's resisting. It's telling me no bend. Listen to it. Give it what it needs. It might need more stability. So you can widen your stance, take your foot out to the side. Good. Hold and breathe, and let's let it down. Beautiful job, guys. So from here, we are gonna lift into downward facing and just open our hips here. So let's float one leg up to the sky. Bend it, flex it. Oh yes. Work on those hips. Circle it down. Put it on the ground. Push into your downward facing. Hips are tall. Shake it out. And inhale, lift your other leg to the sky. Bend it, flex it. Get a little deeper. And let's open the hips, set it down. Awesome, awesome job. From here, we're gonna come into plank pose. And we're gonna just come into that little pretzel move that I love to teach. So just scoop one knee over. It's just like the fallen deer pose, but we're a little bit lower than hip height. So your knees are below your hips. Come down on one hip, let the other leg just rest on top of it. Come on down to your elbows. We're stretching the outside of the hips, so we want to twist a little bit. The options here are to come over and twist, or lay flat, and the last option, which is the deepest, is to thread your arm through and rest on the side of your face. Focus on the hip. Allow your muscles to unclench. Breathe and twist a little deeper. Settle in. Inhale and exhale nice and long. Twist just a little more. Beautiful. Slowly, let's exit. Bring the arm out, come up to the elbows. We're gonna make our way up to the palms, and we're gonna come back into our plank position. Slowly allow that leg to come over, and we're gonna just rest. First, come to the elbows, check in. See if you're able to do a little more. You can take the arms out to the side or lay flat. Last option is the deepest, twist. Big breath in and out. Good job. Let's take it back up into our plank pose, and we are gonna work our way into our little lizard. So go ahead, drop one knee. Other leg is gonna come forward. So let's start to work our hips towards the front of the mat. Focus on opening. Bring it back center. See if you can go a little further. Open. And come back center. Go ahead, take it back. Stretch down. Head is super long, away from the tailbone. Stretch through the vertebrae. Top of the head is reaching towards those toes. Good. See if you can move about. And then we're gonna come into our full lizard. So you can do this with your knee on or off the ground in the back. Mine is down. You can be up or down. Some people, it hurts their knee to be down. So just listen to your body. What is it telling you? Now, the next thing that you want to do in your lizard is bring your hands on the inside of the foot. And then if you can, come on down to your elbows. Mine don't quite reach, so just get as low as you can. You can even wrap. Breathe through it. I know it's an intense stretch. See if your body will allow a little more. Give it breath. It wants breath, so breathe deep. Exhale a bit lower. You are nice and warm. Good. Excellent work. Come undone. You can lift up and out of this. We're going to slowly send this leg to the back, and we're going to work the other one up towards the front. Good. Get your knee right over your ankle. We'll start to open the hip on this side. So first, pressing the hips towards the front. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale forward. Breathe. Exhale forward. One more breath. You've got this. Now let's open it out. Just come onto the side of your foot. You only do this when you are supported with your other hand. You can move it back and forth or just hold it, static stretch. And when you're ready, take it to the back of the mat. Hug your leg. Sink your hips down low. Crown of the head tracking towards the toes. Stretch through the spine. Get nice and long. Maybe move from side to side. See if that gets you a little bit more. Excellent work, guys. Come on forward. You can be up on your toe or relax down on your knee. Let's see what we can make happen on this side. It may be tighter than the other side. Just listen. Come to the inside of the foot. That's Karama 1, level 1. If this is enough, you're working just as hard as everybody else. Some of us just need to work a little bit harder to get that deep stretch. We all need that deep stretch. So listen, if you can, come a little lower. And if you can wrap the foot, go for it. Big breath in. Exhale down. Lengthen through the spine. Try to look in front of your mat. Stretch a little longer. Big breath in. Exhale down. Good job. Excellent work, guys. Go ahead and come up to the palms. We're slowly going to encourage our body onto our back for a counter pose, which is bridge. So this is the end of the practice. Hopefully my phone doesn't go dead. It's yelling at me. So let's come into bridge. Push your hips up high. All the weight in the shoulders. Try to interlock the fingers underneath you. Walk your arms under. Lift, lift, lift. Breathe. Just like you have a block in between your legs, squeeze the thighs. Little higher. job. Press your back into the mat. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Good job, guys. I am gonna go ahead and end our practice right here. If you need any further postures, I want you to go ahead and find them. And I'm actually gonna close us out since the phone is going to go dead. I want to be able to read just a little tiny piece to you before we hop off. But I do want y'all, after I finish, go ahead, lay in Shavasana. Give yourself 2 to 3 minutes of complete rest. But I want to just remind you to be like a lizard. Flexible and adaptive, a true warrior. Resilient, a survivor, a regenerator, a sun lover, energized by that energy, by the sun. Power to keep going even when it's tough. Rebirth. Don't allow failures of the past to affect your present moment. Recovery. Replace what is lost with something new and better. Let the lizard remind us to be calm and still. Don't be too busy to not see opportunities as they come your way. Awesome job today, guys. Go ahead and flip over into Shavasana and give yourself 3 minutes of complete rest so that you can come back regenerated. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome day.